Okay, so I have Arch 100% cotton cold pressed paper. This is a 4x6. I taped down with holbein tape, just on a piece of cardboard, so I can kind of play with moving it around like that. It's much easier, a little more structured. Go over my paints as I use them. I'm using these gold paints today. I don't know the name. There's a link to something like similar in my Amazon shop to go on there. Credit card, kind of fun. Yeah, so we're gonna play with a bunch of different things. So I'd like to use flat wash brushes. I'm gonna use my 1/2 inch flat wash brush from Princeton. It's a Velvet Touch series brush. I don't think about water here. Um, we'll start to put like a little bit of, here's a burnt sienna. Gonna get this loose. I might just grab some more and squeeze it out. Sometimes easier right out of the tube. Think about colors that would look good with gold. Ultramarine blue deep and mix the two and get like a nice deepish gray. And then I can just use that burnt sienna like that. I'm going to grab some cadmium yellow deep. Maybe mix in a teeny bit of Prussian blue. I'm going to get a green and add some burnt umber. So I get more of an olive green. Get more paint here. I know it's a small card, but play with that. Okay, getting more green, so it's a little bit deeper, less yellow on this. Adding some more burnt umber. Okay, so we're gonna take some. It's right out of the tube. See, we mix this pretty thickly, like hardly any water. I'm gonna take our brush and just gonna go across. Could be the middle of the paper. This green. Right? I'm gonna clean up my brush. And now I'm gonna tilt it. I can either tilt it on something or I can hold it up. I've watered down this lighter green a little bit more. Go underneath that. Cross over a little bit. Clean up my brush. I'm gonna grab this burnt sienna color and go in here a little bit. And now I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow and get it much more loose, adding more water. Look at that, we've already got this great little landscape. Go across down here. I can leave some of that white. You don't need to paint everything you see. You just don't. Okay, now I'm gonna grab that gold paint. I have some gold paint up here. Go in between my green and the sky. I got different types of gold. I'm gonna add this gold here. It's gold essence. There's some like a copper color too. There's some bright yellowish gold. I can throw a little down coming in here. And now my sky, I'm gonna flip it upside down. Haha. And I'm gonna grab this grayish blue color that I mixed with the ultramarine blue deep. I'm getting it a little bit wetter, adding more water, you see, so it's now looser. It's more like a like coffee consistency. Now I might mix it in with the gold. I'm tapping in next to it. I'm gonna grab some more water. Clean up my brush. I'm just gonna grab some clear water. Not the place, but clear water. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it back over and see if I like it, like that. Look how simple and quick that abstract landscape was. I'm gonna get a little bit darker, mixing those two colors, and they're granulating colors, so let's get in here with the gold. Look at that. Now we're gonna tilt, 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 tilt. Put a little bit under that gold, inside the gold. What we got here? Moving along. Look how fast that was. Like 5-minute cool abstract. Clean up my brush. If you want to get a little bit more water up in here, you can. Again, you can just keep tilting and then it's going to keep going down where the water, wherever the water is, it's going to keep moving down. Moving on down. Isn't that fun? And that's just a little bit of gold. I'm going to go back and grab some more gold. I can tap a little bit of this gold up in here. So I love the gold with the navy. The green is kind of if you want to go back and add a little bit more brown. See how that looks mixed in with the gold. That's kind of a really sweet, looks like a waterway, right? A little watered landscape. If you want to make it bluer there, just grab some ultramarine blue deep. Now I might say to myself, maybe that's not a good idea, but I'm going to put a little blue in here and see if I like it. So you think it's a waterway, yeah. Could be like a marsh, but it's an abstract marsh. And a little bit more blue, and then kind of wiggling down here. Blue and gray. Again, that same color from the sky, kind of tapping in there. I think I liked it white. Yeah, we're playing with it though. Kind of lift this dark color out of there. Get the dark out. So I don't mind it lighter. I didn't like it darker. And that is great. So we're going to move on to another card. So this time we went vertical, taped it down, same type of paper, hello, same brush. Let's make a little, here's a burnt sienna, ultramarine blue deep. I'm just going to take this and we're going to make like a little house. So triangle and fill it down. Right, I know you guys can paint this shape. Please tell me you can paint that shape. It's a little bit thick. I'm going to just take some color out. And we can make it go out this way. Right now, like, look at, it's like a little cute little house going that way. We can leave the roof kind of white. Go back and add the blue. So now it's a bluish gray. We can do negative painting around our little house. So we can kind of go like this. Oh, that's still brown on there. It's okay. Go, don't touch the house. Go up, up, and like that. Right? I'm going to add more blue. A little thicker with my blue. I'm going to flip it upside down and grab water and move the water down. So now it's going to move. So it's semi-abstract, right? Now this is like a blue blob. I'm going to mix the two colors to get that deeper, thicker, darker blue-gray. Like that. Clean up my brush. There's a method to my madness. I'm going to go a little closer. There. And then here. And then turn it upside down and bleed a little bit more paint. Maybe add a little line or two here and bleed that. Looks like a snowy roof. We're going to make it gray though. I don't want to keep it white because then it will feel like summer. I mean, sorry, winter. I'm losing it. Okay. So now, remember our gold paint. Gold likes that blue. Oops, I gotta clean up my brush. Don't you love when I make such wonderful mistakes? See, I don't know why people get so bent out of shape with watercolor. So I'm gonna add a little gold in here. It's gonna bleed into my gold there. I could even make a gold roof. And I'm going to go back and grab my greens. Remember, we don't want it winter. And maybe make like a path. Like that. It's just something different. I'm just playing here. Get that yellowish green. And I'm going to add a yellow green down below here. Remember, it's just supposed to be fun. Go a little bit more here this way. I am going to change the roof to a gray, so it's not like a summer situation. I mean, a winter situation. I keep saying summer. I'm going to grab some burnt sienna and water that down. And then put that in my little road, add a little bit of gray, blue, so make it bluish gray. We don't want to keep that white. And we can add some gold. Follow the gold road. Get a little darker with our green so we can separate a little brown, the little pathway from the rest of the fun stuff. Adding a little bush there, just turning my brush to the house. We didn't add any trees, but we could try and play with that. Again, very just like expressive, kind of semi-abstract, right? I can change my brush to a Princeton 8 long round from Aqua Elite series and play with some grasses. Again, this is a quick card. Throwing in my Prussian blue, my burnt umber, getting a little thicker paint. It will blend and bleed into this color because it's still damp and wet. But we're going to play with this a little bit. And some of this. Like little grasses. Tiny ones in the back. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now we just take those same two colors and they become gray. Ultramarine blue deep and burnt sienna. Now it's a nice gray, and if I dilute it, make more of a brown gray by adding more brown. Tap my paper towel because it's very wet, and that can be my roof. I don't want a white roof. I want a gray roof. We haven't done windows yet. So now it doesn't feel like winter, right? We can get it to be a little bit darker on this side by mixing those two colors again. And then we have that brown. I'll just go back over this side again. This side's in the shadow. Shadow of the house. There's a little highlight from the back there. Kind of fun. I'm going to do a little thing called splattering because it's still kind of damp everywhere. Grab some of my gold paint. I would do a smaller brush. And if you don't want it in the sky, you're going to have to cover it. Just grab a paper towel or a piece of paper or whatever. You don't want it in the sky, but you want it everywhere else. Kind of fun. Splattering down here. And a smaller brush is going to create those little small ones. So I have kind of like a texture thing going here. It's kind of fun. I think. A little fun, right? I can use gold. Little highlights for the window. We'll let it dry. There's some gold that's kind of bleeding up in here. Can do like a little fence. Again, this one's semi-abstract. Okay, so I'm going to let it dry and come back. Okay, so it's dry. I'm going to grab some Paynes gray with my 8 long round. You can do little windows. You can just dilute it a little bit for these windows. And then I'm going to put windows here. You can barely see them because it's much darker brown. But I'm going to put gold trim around them. And dark right there. And you can put a little gray shadow under the eave here. Right? So we're going to let that dry. I'm going to take some gold paint. I'll just do a little highlight on the window pane. Little crosses. Really cute, isn't that cute? So the little details of the window pane be kind of cute in gold, like I'm doing here. Maybe a little part under the eave. You can do little dashes of gold for like part of the shingles, and then get really thicker with your gold, maybe around here for flowers or whatnot, maybe up and into the dark green, so you can see it more. A little bush that's a little gold. Highlight. Isn't that cute? Just subtle, but really pretty. So then I just took the wonderful abstracts that we did. I could just glue them onto construction paper, and you have some really kind of cool, look at that gold. It's kind of fun to play with. This one only has a little bit, subtle. Isn't that great? If you're a Patreon member, you get the 3rd extra tutorial. Doing mountains on this one. Looks like the sun rising, you know, with the gold. Click the link in the description box below if you want to join my Patreon, where you get extra videos, extended ones, exclusive tutorials on Thursdays that are about an hour long, and well worth its weight in Patreon. You get first dibs on my workshops and retreats, which is really a great perk. So I hope you enjoyed painting some abstract, semi-abstract with gold paint. It's something different to think about. And you can change the colors, of course, and add little patterns in there and play around with it. Something to do when you don't want to think too much, think too hard. It's summer. Have fun. All right, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.